totally baseless.
Oh, fuck. Is it that time again? Yes, it is. It's totally baseless. My name's John, and with me is a guy who was the first to guess that Putin was responsible for Yevgeny Prigozhin's plane crash. Dan, welcome to the podcast.
What a country.
Yes, indeed. A mafia state. That's what I say. And a guy who's still waiting for his invitation to Leonardo DiCaprio's yacht for the summer. Dave, welcome to the show.
Hey, I go every day to my mailbox and wait for the mailman.
Yeah. That guy
and it was probably
had
emailed to me. And it was probably emailed.
more models on his yacht than the last New York Fashion Week. I think he's doing okay. He's doing what he wants anyway. All right, this week's trivia question. Who discovered Chris Pratt while he was working as a waiter in Hawaii at a Bubba Gump Shrimp Company restaurant? This person made their first directorial debut, and she cast him in her movie, launching his career. He ended up staying in LA after that.
Amy Poehler.
No. She came along a little bit later. In 2009, he started on Parks and Recreation.
I'm going to say Joe.
Okay, I'll give you a clue. She was in a movie with Arnold Schwarzenegger in the 80s.
Sharon Stone.
Oh, yeah, right. No, she's not the one.
Alyssa Milano.
Maria Conchita Alonso.
That's Total Recall, I believe.
Running Man, actually, sir.
Oh, is it Running Man?
No, it's one of those two.
It's one of those two.
All right, that'll be next week's question.
Commando.
Oh, yeah, getting warmer. Okay. I think it's a tough one. Ray Don Chong discovered Chris Pratt. She's the one responsible for his career. That's right. She cast him in her first directorial debut, a movie called Cursed Part 3. He's also the guy who got his face slammed in by James McAvoy in the movie Wanted with the keyboard. He was James McAvoy's really, really shitty friend.
Oh, wow.
And he's also a Navy SEAL in Zero Dark 30.
Yeah, saw that.
And he was Joaquin Phoenix's friend in the movie, or coworker in the movie Her.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Yeah. He's been in a few things already.
He was in 5-Year Engagement.
I liked him in Passengers. Him and Jennifer Lawrence, actually.
I didn't see that one. That one.
Oh, yeah, really good. Yeah. But yeah, Ray Don Chong discovered him.
Anytime you can say the phrase Ray Don Chong, always a good time.
Or Long Duck Dong. No. Am I going to get canceled for that?
Let's move it along. Yeah. All right. Well, if you had a bet with anyone, in which state would Planet of the Apes most likely start in? I think most people would agree on Florida. And that's exactly what's happening. Wild monkeys are rampaging. Is that the right word? The wild monkeys rampage? But they're threatening people in Florida. So officials are warning people to be careful. These are macaque monkeys who are very aggressive, especially around food. So you shouldn't try to feed or capture the monkeys, according to the Wildlife Alert Hotline, which mostly deals with crocodiles. But in this case, it's wild monkeys. It's actually a crime to feed wild monkeys in Florida. There you go. Along with tourists, you're not allowed to feed the tourists either in Florida.
This is funny. It's like, okay, it's Florida. Yeah, I didn't know that they had laws on the books about not feeding their wild monkeys. Like only in Florida, right? I mean, this story has everything. Wild monkeys, Florida, herpes.
Laws about
not feeding the wild monkeys with herpes.
It's Florida priorities, right? So that means there's got to be some law there's something that should be a law that's not on the books because there's a law about not feeding wild monkeys.
How did you get that herpes B, Dan?
I was in Orlando last week, and
and
yada macaque.
Also
herpes macaque.
Come on, man. It was a macaque, honey. I swear. Is that better? Is that really better? So these monkeys, some of them have tested positive for herpes B, which can lead to severe brain damage or death. So if you have to leave right away, Dan, we understand.
Shouldn't they be giving them condoms or something? At least
Dan or the monkeys?
The tourists?
Well, who's ever going to spread the herpes B? Or I don't know how herpes B is spread, but that should be the
right. Shouldn't that be like the lead part of this story, though? Like, once again, it's burying the lead. It's like all the way at the end.
Yeah.
And by the way,
at the end.
Yeah. And by the way, they have herpes.
And that could kill you.
Yeah.
Because, like, do we really need to know that they were brought there in the 1930s by a tour operator and all this crap? No.
But it makes sense, right? If Florida, if it wasn't a state, it'd be a third world country.
Can it be both?
Yeah, third world state, I guess.
Well, it's just like it's the world's biggest roadside attraction, Florida. Like every scam and hustle is this.
Yeah. That's what I was laughing at. Okay, yeah, figured in the 1930s, someone figured I'm going to make some money. I got to attract people to come to my weird little sideshow carnival. Going to let the monkeys loose. What can happen?
What could possibly go wrong with invasive monkeys?
Yeah. Well, there you go. In a few more years, monkeys are going to be running Florida.
They're going to be riding horses.
Or they already are. DeSantis.
There's a good chance it's already happened.
He kind of looks like a macaque.
Oh, if you look at the picture, that macaque, not too far off from DeSantis. Really, got the same hair.
Probably smarter.
Couldn't be dumber.
Meatball monkey.
Macaque 2024.
Now with less herpes. All right. Let's move on to our next article, which is even more crazy, I think, because this is about conspiracy theorists. And, from what I've seen, there's no halfway conspiracy theory. And this one kind of combines this Pizzagate conspiracy with the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, which, if you know, they're famous for loving to eat pizza. So the conspiracy theorists have conflated these things with a Pizza Hut promotion for the new movie, saying that the boxes encourage satanic ritual abuse. Yes, this limited edition pizza box has been read, like the QR code on the box allows you to play an AR game, and that's supposed to be part of this conspiracy as well, but very much over the top. Plenty for you guys to work with here.
The main sticking point with conspiracy theories, aside from being batshit crazy, it's like they're like the kid in high school that's like trying to lie out of not because they got caught cheating, but instead of keeping the lie simple, they just go like all in on all this fucking extraneous shit that you don't have to say.
My girlfriend in Canada is actually an underwear model.
What cracks me up is he goes straight for he's seen phallic symbols in the box, right? But look, that pizza is a dong.
What?
Really? It's like you have to be looking for that in order to see that in that pizza crust, right?
Yeah, you have to see the video that goes along with it. It's a TikTok. So please click on the link here.
This cracks me up because this is like those really conservative Christian groups back in the 80s when they used to look at your album covers and backward masking. And look, it says if you play Led Zeppelin Stairway to Heaven backwards, it says Sweet Satan or something.
No, Mom, it says do your homework.
Yeah. and look at this album cover. See, that right there represents the devil. And this rose, standing off in the dark silhouette over here is the devil. And this guy, obviously looking to the left, is the devil. It's like, what?
Yeah, if you're gonna go looking for it, you're probably gonna find it, right?
Yeah, and in this case, cover. They have penis on the brain because that looks like a pizza crust to me. Unless you really, really try to make that into something else.
I mean, this guy's reaching, right? This guy wants to get noticed, so he's gonna make up the most outlandish lie he can think of and see if people and because he knows people are gonna follow him and go, oh yeah, tell us more. So keep the bullshit going, right?
Yeah. Well, it's once again files under. Everybody just keeps believing stupid people nowadays because the stupid people can speak with so much confidence.
Exactly. You can be confidently wrong and people will listen.
Yeah. Yeah, if you can say the stupidest ass shit, but you say it with a straight face, well, maybe there's something to this.
This guy sounds like he knows what he's talking about.
Suddenly, everybody that couldn't finish high school
is a genius.
Right?
Yeah, right. Can see things.
It's like, now all of a sudden you're an entomologist. Now all of a sudden you're a virologist. Now all of a sudden.
Cain and Abel. Yeah. Cain and Abel. Cannibal. It's right there, people. It's right there.
Oh, yeah.
How did you not see it? If ever there was a case for atheism, it's this guy's explanation. You know what? I'm out.
Yeah, you gotta look at that. What is it, TikTok or tweet?
Yeah, it's a TikTok one.
Yeah, you got to look at that. It's hilarious.
And really, what if it was just like Pizza Hut makes shitty pizza? If maybe
what
that's
do you mean? What do you mean? What if?
Right?
It does.
So if that's this guy, maybe that's this guy's real end goal, just to get people to stop going to Pizza Hut because it's crap. Then just say that, right?
No, but you got to dazzle the crowd with bullshit. You got to, ooh, look at this. It's show business.
And that stuffed crust pizza is the work of the great Satan.
Look, the pepperoni has a happy face unless you turn it around upside down, and it's a sad face. And you know what that means?
East. I mean, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that is getting very Led Zeppelin. And for our next article, starts with the famous words: a Florida man pumped opioids into his neighbor's house because they were making too much noise along with their newborn baby. See, this is the really crappy thing about this one. This guy said they're just making too much noise. He pumps opioids into them. He gets caught on camera, and it's all because they had a newborn in their house. Just not the best neighbor to have, I think.
Yeah, I think what gave it away was when the baby started turning tricks for H. They're like, hey, something's wrong here.
Oh man.
Give me some of that good stuff. Give me some of that good stuff.
The kid's jonesing, the little baby's walking around. Tie me down.
We've got the Velvet Underground for toddlers playing.
He's sitting there listening to Sweet Sweet Jane.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Now, was it the case the neighbor was an asshole, or was it just junky parents and it just like
how did they catch him? I mean, that's like some real good detective work when he notices at the door there's like a little crack that maybe a syringe can fit through here. What the hell?
Yeah, that's weird, huh?
Yeah, that's like some Agatha Christie type detective work. I mean, they caught the guy, which is good. I'm like,
yeah. I mean, they got him on camera.
Yeah,
it's really clear. What he's doing there. Yeah.
I told you your kid is too loud. Forget me asking you again. Forget me asking you again. I'm just gonna drug your kid. I'm just gonna drug you guys.
I'm just gonna start off with the opioids. Well, it's the American pharmaceutical way, right?
At least he was giving them methadone, right? So he was trying to get them on it and off it at the same time.
Yeah, maybe he was just doing a public service. He's a traveling methadone clinic. Door to door methadone, ma'am.
I mean, yeah, that went from 0 to 100 real quick, right?
Yeah. It's like the definition, right?
Yeah. It's like, how about asking your neighbor, hey, can you keep it down? I don't know. That might work.
Noise canceling headphones.
Yeah, I mean, anything other than, you know what?
Yeah.
Anything other than, you know what I'm going to do? What'll work? Methadone and hydrocodone injection through the door crack.
Yeah, I'm hoping this guy gets fired from his job at the university, though, right?
Yeah. This guy does not deserve to get a PhD or right? He doesn't deserve to be working anywhere near chemicals.
We thought we could trust him with the chemicals. He seemed like such a quiet guy.
Yeah.
Always kept to himself.
You ate my sandwich? You ate my sandwich? The whole lab was high.
At least he didn't go on a rampage, right?
Well,
he didn't realize.
That's where we are, and that's where we are, right?
That's where the bar is now.
Yeah. At least he didn't shoot up the place.
All he did was try to inject them full of.
Yeah, all he did is try to poison a little baby, but
Which in the scheme of things.
You think like a chemical PhD student would be like, okay, there's got to, you got to that level. You're not gonna risk everything.
Find something that'll quiet them down without killing them.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah,
you would think he'd go, yeah, that's not a good thing to do.
yeah, right.
What could possibly
Oh.
go wrong?
And the
Hmm.
whole good bad scale, closer to bad. Surprisingly, there are worse things that can happen to you once you fall asleep. A security guard in Thailand woke up to find that a massive python was chomping on his leg. I said chomping to be dramatic, but I guess they I don't know if it was wrapped around or if it was already trying to swallow his leg. But this guy, he bit the snake back and it worked. It actually worked. He was able to break free and got away from this python.
Thank God it was its leg, right? And not anything else.
His third leg.
If it had been in Florida, it would have been something else.
Oh
Yeah.
man, this story wouldn't even rank if it was in Florida.
Yeah. This is just like another day in Thailand.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Apparently, this guy kept chickens, so this python was after his chickens. So that's what I don't know if that's the only thing he was guarding.
I like that he filed a police report, though. Like, does he want to like prosecute the python? I want you
Yeah, yeah, that was weird.
to. That's a little bit of extraneous
But
reporting.
but yet he, I guess, grabbed the snake and threw it, right? And wouldn't you at least want to hold on to it somehow? Not actually physically
Like
hold it,
caress it?
yeah, not to physically hold it, but maybe cage it or
What?
something for the police to come and get it. No. I'm gonna make them do their job. I'm gonna make them work for it. I'm filing a police report, and I want you to go out and get it.
Is there like some kind of like Python crimes division in this guy's town? It's like,
Bum, bum,
Oh, we know that python. That sounds like Pedro. Don't
Okay,
vote for
sir.
Pedro.
Okay, sir. Can you describe the python?
Reticulated.
I wonder if he was like in a dream state where he was thinking like he was being hugged or something.
oh,
Yeah, and then he feels the bite and he wakes up. He's like, "Holy smokes! Oh
He's
man!"
kissing the
Yeah,
snake. And then he said, "Oh, I bit it, I swear."
I
yeah.
swear.
He thought just when the dream was getting good, he wakes up.
Hate it
Like,
when that happens.
It's just a snake. Damn it! Second time it's happened.
Yeah, yeah. Honey, you've been kissing all the pets this past week.
Yeah. You can't use the I was attacked by a python excuse again, sir.
Meanwhile, his wife's still waiting to be attacked by the python. Well, yeah, I'm glad that guy made it out okay. But sometimes something really innocent can get you into trouble. A woman on a flight was given a rose when she was given a rose by the airline when she got off the flight, and then she got in trouble for not declaring the rose when she arrived in Australia, and she got almost a $1,900 fine at the airport. I didn't think a rose could ever be such a big deal, but Australia has very strict rules, apparently, about invasive species. They've had so many problems, and even a rose can get you into big trouble there.
Yeah. Worst episode of The Bachelor ever.
Yeah,
Or
right.
best episode of The Simpsons ever.
Yes. Chaz was a.
The Japan one was pretty good.
Was it a frog that they introduced to?
Yeah. What's a frog? What's that? We call him Chaz was us.
Yeah, yeah.
A rose by any other name.
It's still going to get you in big trouble there.
Yeah.
It's still
That's like being
1900.
the world's worst drug smuggler, right? That's like walking off a plane, like snorting a brick of cocaine.
Your nose all white.
Yeah.
What powder? I got nothing
Yeah,
to
in the
declare.
interview after, she's like, "Good thing they didn't catch the 200 pounds of coke in the luggage."
I'll gladly pay the $1,900.
Yeah.
For
Just
the
don't look at
rose.
my suitcase.
Yeah,
Was
Yeah,
that like her
well,
like distraction? Like if I walk off with this rose,
exactly.
they're not,
Well, hey, look at me walking around with the rose. Like all these guys with
yeah.
drugs are just walking by.
yeah. All right, rose smuggler.
Yeah. All these guys that look like they have like things taped to their shirt underneath their body.
All these lumps, square,
Yeah.
like rectangle
Yeah.
lumps all over them.
Yeah, with
Bricks.
trench coats are just walking right by.
There's like 10
Oh,
like
man.
cops surrounding her in the rose.
Good job, guys. All right. Be careful out there. Be careful of the roses. And please hit subscribe to keep up with the latest episodes. Thank you for listening.
Late.
Bye. Oh, this thing sucked.